We rely on volunteers in Rock Hill. Without volunteers, a lot of the great things that happen through PRT wouldn't happen.
My dad was actually a wrestling coach my whole life in New Jersey. And I just saw how he ran his wrestling program. And then when I was able to coach, and I said, you know what, this would be something fun. And all my coaching goes back to how he coached. It's always fun with the kids to teach them when they start off and they can't hit a ball. And then by the end of the season, they're just having a blast. And it's just always nice to see their smiles on their faces when we win or upset when we lose. But it's just really there just for the kids.
My family's always been committed to serving in the community. And when I initially read about Miracle Park, and Miracle League, it was only about one season in at that point. And my son has a focus on his passion with working with those with disabilities and special athletes, and it seemed like a no-brainer. It was a perfect fit.
I started teaching, being interested in teaching woodworking and things, close to 50 years ago when I helped move all the log cabins to Brattonsville. This came along with a friend of my wife's. She said, well, you used to teach wood carving when we had things for this with the church, and do you still do that? I said, some, yeah. She says, well, they're doing this lifelong learning thing, and they want you to do a class.
When I first started working with Parks and Recs was when we were still at Lake Street Park. I tried to be a part of it because they really looked out for me when it came to Lake Street Park and getting that up together and getting it fixed up. During downtown, you get to meet the city of Rock Hill. You get to meet the people. And there's always interesting people in Rock Hill. And you get to build relationships with these people.
Once you find something that you're good at and something that you enjoy, it doesn't feel like serving.
My aha moment was I was a teen mom and people had to help me. When you volunteering, it's like I'm able to give something back because somebody gave to me. Somebody gave me a chance. Somebody took time out of their day, out of their work schedule and say, I'm gonna take this young lady here and help her. So that's why I volunteer.
Making a difference in somebody's life, to me, is more important. And our volunteers do all of that. And they keep showing up and they ask for more programs. And then our seniors then volunteer with our Special Olympics, or our lifelong learning instructors show up at some of the Miracle League games.
There's two other people at least who teach their own classes now, maybe three. They came out of my class. And one of them teaches music classes. So it's kind of, it just keeps spreading, it grows.
One of our Youth Service League volunteers, she came to us when she was 10 or 11. She ended up changing her whole focus. She now has a master's degree and she does therapeutic recreation as a living. And when you see somebody who just came to help with their friend make it their life like I did, because I just fell into it too, that leaves you hope for the future.
You never know what a kind of day, what mood they were in, and they can walk up to you somewhere standing and see your smiling face, and everything that they've been through has gone out of a wash. And I feel like a smile a day, chases the ghost away.
It was nice when you have kids that when they first show up, they can't hit a ball. And you work with them and you work with them and they're like, I just can't do it. And finally you're like, come on, you got this. And when they hit the ball for the first time and they get to first base and they're like, am I out? I'm like, no, you're safe. And it's just fun just watching them, seeing like what you've taught them and it's all clicked to them, and just seeing the smiles on their face is really what it's about.
And Rock Hill is one of those communities that it's like nothing else. Everybody comes together to lend a hand. And all of our volunteers do that on and off whatever field they're helping with.
With Miracle League specifically, just come watch. Come see what it's all about, see what we're doing. And I think that goes for any other program. I mean, just come and watch. If you're interested in coaching, then you go watch the Little League games or what have you, and see what it's all about before you take that dive. And I guarantee that you'll want to be a part of it. Yeah.
Whenever I started teaching these classes, it's the best thing I've done.
You're your kid's biggest cheerleader. Why not be 13 other kids' biggest cheerleader?
And volunteerism, it brings love.
Just come out and watch and you'll join. There's no question. I've not had a volunteer yet who did not come back.